What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So today we're going to talk about the rest of New York Comic Con and what happened there. All right, so you saw day one of Comic Con. Now this is going to be a compilation of days 2 through 4. Only because I spent a lot of time in Artist Alley. Days 2 and 3, I was getting a bunch of signatures done, and I wanted to get some artwork and some remarks done on a couple of books. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. But you know what? Let me show you what else was there, because you know what? Cosplay is a big part of the show, as well as, you know, some of the booths. It's the whole experience. So let me show some pictures of what I took there, what I was enjoying and seeing, and let me know what you guys think.
Dad, what happened to you, man? You're Peter's best friend.
Jasmine is a sweet piece of lady.
What about long shot?
Long shot, I don't like that guy. He's a turncoat. He knows nothing about loyalty. I made him a...
All right, so you know what? I mean, that's so much fun. That's the one big thing about going to like one of these major cons like New York and C2E2 and you know, MegaCon, stuff like that, is that it's an event for everybody. Saturday, Sunday sold out. There was actually a lot of people Sunday. Sunday's Kids Day, so there was some really good kid costumes, but it was really pumping. A lot of people moving around. So like I said, went down to Artist Alley. There was some drama there. You guys have all heard the Peach Momoko drama that was going on. And basically what it comes down to is, man, she seemed, from what I saw, to be very hospitable, and she was really caring about her fans. She signed for a long time, but some people just don't know how to act. Plain and simple. I'm not going to go into the politics of it, but people need to learn how to act and understand she's a person too, and she's not used to the New York attitude, and you know, it might have been somebody from not from New York, but that attitude, people arguing, bickering, and getting into over nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she was doing $20 head sketches, so I understand everybody wanted to get one. And the next day, she was doing $50 pieces. If you look online, they were actually really nice. She was being really, really good to her fans, I gotta admit. And I didn't think she would come back, but she put out a quote that she would be coming back to New York, so that was good to hear. So first thing that I did was I wanted to get a couple of painted remarks on 2 books. And shout out to my man, The Butcher from Principal Defects, because he's the guy that put me up on these painted remarks, and they're by Joe Rubenstein. So the first one I did was I got Wolverine #1, and I asked for a Wolverine remark on it. And I think this thing came out amazing. It is just killer, killer, killer. And then the next one was X-Men 266. And I got this Gambit remark on there. And that's the one that my boy The Butcher had, something similar. His is in the corner box, so it's even actually nicer. But shout out to The Butcher for just, you know, being that guy that shares what he got with the community. And that way we can, if we like it, emulate it, or you know, get our own spin on it. Rubenstein also he showed me some pieces he had done. He had done a Thanos on Infinity Gauntlet. I'm probably going to do one of those next time because it came out crazy good. Oh man, this guy really can paint, you know, and he takes his time. So you drop it off one day and you pick it up the next. The next thing I did was I have a jam piece that I've been working on for a bit. During COVID, I reached out to Ace Continuado. Check him out, because this guy's just, his pencils are crazy. And I had this piece laid out for me. So I know it's a little hard to see, I think, but it's basically an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 100, where Spidey is in the centerfold and all his heroes and villains are around. So I wanted to do it all. I'm going to get this all done in pencils, then get it inked, and get a blue line on it, get it inked, and then get a blue line on that and get it colored. So that's the plan. No rush on it. It's just a nice little project to work on. So Ace did the layouts on this. He also did the Wolverine on there. And then I got Scott Hanna at another show last year to do Cyclops. So this year I went with a plan of getting a couple guys that I know that are local or up and coming that are really good guys. So I got Kreese Lee to do Omega Red. And I got Chris Campagna to do Gambit. And then Ben Harvey did my Juggernaut for me. So just killer. These things came out really, really nice. Thank you to those guys. Work of passion. This is coming along slowly but surely. Just another option of something you could do at a show. You know, you can have fun at these big shows with stuff like that, working on jam pieces. And I got those ideas from some old school guys when I was going that were doing beautiful jams. So that was one of them. Now, really didn't buy many books on Friday and Saturday because I spent a lot of time, like I said, in Artist Alley, just taking pictures, walking around, enjoying the con, buying t-shirts and killer Marvel. Marvel had a couple of X-Men t-shirts. They had the heroes and the villains from like the 92 series. Really, really nice. And what else did they have? They had something else that was pretty cool. Their books, they had a Peach book and they had another book, nothing that I was really thrilled about, so I didn't get any books. And their lines were insane. Everybody was on that Marvel line. But Sunday was Hunt Day, and one of the vendors there I know had some books, and he was putting everything, because it was Sunday, 30% off every book, wall books and all, 30% off. Only thing that didn't have 30% off were his slabs. But picked up Strange Tales number 130. And this is appearance with the Beatles. It's not really the Beatles, but it's the Beatles. Nice book. Probably like a 5.0 copy. I was really happy to get this at the price I got it for. Mr. Miracle number 2. And that's the first appearance of Granny Goodness. We saw the Boom Tube and we saw everything else in the DC movies. So could Mr. Miracle come? I would love to see that. I mean, this is good Jack Kirby stuff there. This is what Jack Kirby took over to DC when he left Marvel. This is the ideas he wanted to do in Marvel, but eventually carried over to DC. And then a nice copy of Moon Knight number 1, and it's a newsstand on this book. Probably like an 8.0, an 8.5 on this book, but still nice copy to get. First solo series, this is what you get, Mark Spector and everything else. Like I said, I've been picking these up left and right. High grade early Daredevils are a premium now. So Daredevil number 14, super high grade, real nice. This is really clean. Daredevil number 20, appearance by the Owl. That's a nice cover. Book that I was talking to the artist about this, and he was saying how many people are coming up to him now to get this book signed. And this is Black Panther number 1, but this is the Ken Lashley second print variant, and it's cover appearance by Shuri. This thing is killer. Lashley crushes it on this. Star Wars The Clone Wars number 3, early Ahsoka Tano. Pick up those 2s, 3s, 4s, anything early Ahsoka Tano, because this character is just, everything with her is just through the roof. It's crazy. This book I was shocked to get it at the price I got it at, and that's Peter Parker The Spectacular Spider-Man number 313, and this is the movie edition of Spider-Gwen. Love that. You know, I had the Miles at one time, and I let it go. I wish I didn't let it go, because these are really nice. Like these a lot. Another book I had and I let go and I was able to get back in the collection, I was happy, is What If with Spider-Girl. This is a good book. There's a reprint on this, but this is a What If 105. This book commands a pretty nice premium. It's a nice book, especially in high grade. So What If 105, I'll take that. Nice book. And then newsstand edition of 252. How can you not? You know what? So much so that I took both of them. 2 copies of 252 newsstands on both of them. And the good thing now is if I send these into CGC, they're recognizing newsstands for the first time on the labels. So that's huge. I like that, because the print run at certain times is relatively low. So book carries a little bit more of a premium. Just a good book right here. And like I said, I've been collecting the Heralds also for Galactus's Heralds, and this is one of Galactus's earlier Heralds right there. Thor 225, and that's the first Fire Lord. Appearance by Hercules. Great cover. Great cover. I pressed one of these recently for Very Gary. Pretty nice, man. It was pretty high grade. This one presents really well. A book you don't see too often out there in 9/8. And the reason is that this book has issues because it has 2 insert cards inside of it. If it's pressed improperly, it pops the staples. I've seen it happen. Always make sure you check for the insert cards, because you had to collect these coupons in issues 1 through 6 to get the 0 issue. But this is the book, and that's Harbinger number 1. Great book to own. This book till this day, I mean, this is a good read. Till this day, 9/8 and 9/6 carries a premium. Book you should be looking at, because this goes under the radar consistently. And then the last book, and this book I actually picked up on Saturday. My mistake, but shout out to my man Heroes Reborn. You guys know him. Great vendor, great guy in the community. He's been around forever. John's just a good dude. We were having this conversation about early appearances of Boba Fett, first appearance of Boba Fett. If you saw recently, I showed one in that magazine, which is issue number 16, which is considered the first Boba Fett in print. 42, his first appearance in comics. But this book predates that. Predates both of them. So actually, this is an early, the first appearance of Boba Fett that I know of. Okay, if you guys know of anything that came out before it, in the comments, man, that's what we do. We share it with the community. It's awesome. We have fun with it. But this is from August of 1980, and this is the Empire Strikes Back Weekly. And this is a British edition for Empire Strikes Back magazine. And this is the first appearance of Boba Fett in print. Not in the US, in print. So, Heroes Reborn, thank you for this, man. He hooked me up, gave me a great price on it. Awesome guy. Again, check him out. all over social media. Check him out at shows. He's usually set up at small local shows, but he sets up at New York Comic Con too. So Big Willie, you know. But that's it. I mean, New York Comic Con, awesome. Thank you to everybody who came over, said hello, had a conversation with me, talked comics. It was great meeting everybody. And if you're at a show or you're anywhere and you see me, just say what's up, man. I like talking to the community. It's always fun. Check these videos out because there's some real good content on them. And until my next one, peace.